in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husker!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense working from the pistol. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bacon. There he goes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking for space. It's Bacon.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Dawkins. A little release to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. To the air, it's Dawkins. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wyoming! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Goes to the option. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I am sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first, but they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the handoff. It's Stockton. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Here's the pressure. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Dawkins. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wyoming.
The Cowboys will try to move the chains on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes one. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Caught behind the line. It's Bacon. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Dawkins. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. A designed run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Field goal is good. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested kicks.
A lot of room to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Second down coming up. Defense in press coverage. Quick completion to the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Finds a little space. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Wyoming. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on.
Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little room. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Stockton. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Dawkins. Caught over the middle. It's Garrison. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Let's go! Direct snap. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Wyoming. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They push the lead out here in the getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stockton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Wide receiver going in motion. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Green 25.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Stockton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Stockton. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick. Being physical, getting on the inside. Quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Stockton. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Looking for the goal line. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Huskers! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Wyoming.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really...
Lots of room to run. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Stockton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
He's brought down.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Wyoming. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. I know both of these teams were ranked